Are you tired of the same old fairy tales with predictable villains and heroes? Well, buckle up because Midnight Murmurs is about to take you on a journey with a twist. Our latest video, The Big Bad Wolf, retells classic tales from a whole new perspective, one that will make you question everything you thought you knew. So, if you're ready for a fresh take on bedtime stories, don't forget to like and subscribe to Midnight Murmurs for more thought-provoking content. Are you tired of hearing the same old story of the Big Bad Wolf? The story where the wolf is the villain, and he is always portrayed as the antagonist? Well, get ready to experience a different perspective. In this story, we will explore the Big Bad Wolf's side, and you will see that he is not just a one-dimensional character. Have you ever felt lonely, isolated, or misunderstood? Imagine feeling like that all the time, with nobody to talk to or play with. That's how the Big Bad Wolf feels. He's not just a mindless predator who preys on innocent animals. He's a complex character who has emotions and desires like any other creature. In this story, we will explore 3 different fairy tales: the 3 Little Pigs, Little Red Riding Hood, and the Big Bad Wolf. But we will retell them from the perspective of the wolf. You will see that he is not always the villain, but a misunderstood creature who just wants to make friends. We will take you on a journey that will challenge your preconceptions about the Big Bad Wolf. We will explore his motivations, desires, and feelings, and you will come to realize that he's not just a one-dimensional character, but a multifaceted one with his own story to tell. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to experience the Big Bad Wolf's tale like never before. We promise you an exciting and enlightening journey that will leave you with a new perspective on this classic fairy tale character. Have you ever felt lonely? That deep, empty feeling that gnaws away at your heart and soul? The Big Bad Wolf knows that feeling all too well. For years, he has roamed the forest, howling at the moon, searching for someone to talk to play with. But all he gets in return are frightened stares and quick scurries away from him. It's not that he wants to be bad or cause harm. It's just that no one wants to be around him. He tries to approach the other animals, but they run away from him, and he's left alone, once again, howling at the moon. It's a sad and lonely existence. Imagine being surrounded by life, yet feeling completely isolated. That's how the wolf feels. He sees the birds chirping, the deer playing, and the rabbits hopping around, but he has no one to share those moments with. It's like being stuck in a glass cage, where you can see everything happening around you, but you can't reach out and be a part of it. His howling isn't just a noise, but a cry for help. It's his way of saying, "I'm here, and I need someone to talk to." But no one listens, and he's left alone to face the darkness of the forest, with nothing but his thoughts for company. The wolf's loneliness is palpable. It's like a dark cloud hanging over him, constantly reminding him of his isolation. But he doesn't give up. He keeps searching for someone to share his life with, to show them that he's not the monster everyone makes him out to be. It's a universal feeling, this need for companionship, and the wolf is no different. He wants to be loved, to be accepted, and to have friends. But for now, he's alone, howling at the moon, waiting for someone to hear his cries and answer them. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there were 3 little pigs who decided to build houses for themselves. The first little pig built his house out of straw, while the second little pig used sticks. The third little pig, however, used bricks to build his house. They all felt safe and secure in their respective homes, but little did they know that danger was lurking around the corner. The big bad wolf, who had been watching them, had grown tired of being alone and wanted to make friends. He approached the first little pig and asked him to come out and play. However, the pig was frightened and refused, telling the wolf that he would eat him. The wolf tried to reason with him, telling him that he was not hungry and just wanted to be friends, but the pig refused to listen. The wolf then went to the second little pig's house and made the same request, but the pig also refused, telling the wolf that he was too scared to come out. The wolf tried to convince him that he was not going to harm him, but the pig remained stubborn and refused to listen. Finally, the wolf approached the third little pig's house and made the same request. However, the third little pig was smarter than his brothers and knew that the wolf was not to be trusted. He refused to come out, but instead told the wolf to go away. The wolf, who was disappointed, decided to use force and huffed and puffed and blew the house made of straw and sticks down. The first and second little pigs ran to the third little pig's house, hoping to find safety. They were greeted with open arms by the third little pig, who welcomed them into his sturdy brick house. The wolf, who was still hungry for companionship, tried to get into the brick house, but failed. The 3 little pigs realized that the wolf was not trying to be mean, but was just lonely like they had been before they found each other. They decided to invite the wolf into their home and be friends with him. The wolf, who had finally found companionship, was overjoyed and grateful. This story teaches us that sometimes we need to look beyond appearances and try to understand others' perspectives. The wolf was not trying to harm the pigs, but was simply seeking companionship. By being empathetic and understanding, the 3 little pigs were able to befriend the wolf and make him a part of their family. It is a reminder that friendship and kindness can conquer even the biggest of obstacles. Once upon a time, there lived a little girl named Red Riding Hood who was tasked to bring some food and wine to her grandmother who lived on the other side of the forest. As she walked through the woods, she noticed a shadowy figure following her. It was the big bad wolf. He approached her and asked her where she was headed. Red Riding Hood was terrified and didn't know what to do. The wolf, sensing her fear, tried to calm her down and offered to show her around the forest. Red Riding Hood hesitantly agreed, and they walked together. The wolf pointed out various things to her, like the beautiful flowers and the chirping birds. He was trying to be friendly and show her that he was not as bad as everyone believed. As they walked, Red Riding Hood saw a rabbit hopping across their path. The wolf, thinking it was an excellent opportunity to show her how kind he could be, stopped and asked the rabbit if it needed any help. The rabbit, scared of the wolf, hopped away, and Red Riding Hood felt relieved that the wolf didn't harm it. The wolf tried to engage Red Riding Hood in conversation, asking her about her family and her life. He was genuinely interested in her and wanted to know more about her. But Red Riding Hood was still wary of him and didn't trust him. Suddenly, they heard a loud scream coming from Red Riding Hood's grandmother's house. Red Riding Hood panicked and ran towards the house. The wolf followed her, and they both reached the house together. As they entered, they saw that the grandmother was lying on the floor, and the wolf was blamed for her condition. Red Riding Hood was scared and didn't know what to do. The wolf tried to explain his side of the story, but nobody believed him. The people thought he was trying to harm Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. But the truth was that the wolf had found the grandmother lying on the floor and tried to help her. The wolf, feeling misunderstood and unappreciated, left the house and went back to the forest. Red Riding Hood, later on, realized that the wolf was not as bad as everyone made him out to be. She felt guilty for not trusting him and promised to be more open-minded in the future. In conclusion, The Big Bad Wolf is a story that challenges our perceptions and encourages us to empathize with others, even if they are considered villains. The tale is not just a retelling of classic fairy tales, but a reminder that everyone has a story to tell and a perspective to share. The story's message is conveyed through the use of storytelling, metaphors, and analogies, making it both informative and entertaining. As we reflect on the story's themes, we are reminded of the power of empathy and understanding. The wolf's loneliness is a relatable feeling that many of us have experienced at some point in our lives. We understand the pain of being rejected or misunderstood, and this story helps us to see that even the most unlikely characters can have similar experiences. Furthermore, the use of persuasive tone and rhetorical questions helps to engage readers and encourage them to think deeply about the story's message. It forces us to question our assumptions and consider alternative perspectives, leading us towards greater empathy and understanding. Overall, The Big Bad Wolf is a thought-provoking tale that challenges our perceptions and encourages us to see beyond the surface. It is a reminder that everyone has a story to tell, and our willingness to listen and understand can make all the difference. So let us be like the wolf's newfound companion, the stray dog, and reach out to those who may seem different from us. By doing so, we can create a more compassionate and understanding world. We hope you enjoyed our latest video, The Big Bad Wolf. Here at Midnight Murmurs, we believe that stories have the power to challenge our perceptions and broaden our horizons. If you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking tales. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we'll see you in the next video.